95.3 The Bear, Steve Shannon Morning Show with Simone Eli. Champ, do you get goosebumps when you hear this play? Or are you just so used to it?
Yeah, I'm used to it. You know, all of my kids know this song. It's like one of their
Every
favorite
word.
songs. Every word.
We need a video of them doing it.
Even my almost 2-year-old.
Really?
He knows the song.
Deontay, that would go viral so fast. What's your 2-year-old's name?
His name is Deontay.
Good choice.
Love it. Love it.
You think he'll be a fighter one day?
Well, he does from time to time.
Already?
Tend to put some socks on his hand and act like.
No, does he really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
So, you know, I mean, he's born into it. So.
Would you want that for him?
You know, many times I've thought about it, and I'm the type of person that whatever my kids have a desire to do, I'm 1,000% supporter of it.
Good dad. Tell me about your kids. How many you got? Their names and all that.
I have 4.
Uh-huh.
My oldest is 11. The youngest is 1.5. He'll be 2 in November. November 14th, actually. Nael, of course, is one of the well-known of all my kids. That's the one that has spinal bifida, and the reason I got into boxing. And after that, we have Abel, which is 5, and Darian, which is 4, and we got Lil DJ, we call him, which is 1.5.
Nice family, absolutely. So you say you got into boxing because of your child with spina bifida. How did that happen? I apologize for not knowing that story, but for anybody listening that doesn't, I want to hear it.
Right. Well, you know, make a long story short. I was at Shelton actually during the time when my daughter, when I found out that I had a child that was on the way and going through all those different things in college, trying to focus. At that point in time, it was definitely a difficult part of my life. Coming from not having no responsibility and all of a sudden having a responsibility as far as just having a child on the way.
That alone.
Yeah, that alone, you know, and then finding out that she was born with spinal bifida put extra pressure onto that because I never heard about spinal bifida in my life, you know, so it was a challenge, but you know.
How did it change you?
Man, it mentally and physically changed me. You know, mentally it was like I went from making good grades in the semester to all of a sudden it was such a dramatic change in me that my teachers knew immediately because everything about me changed.
Was it the weight of the responsibility?
Most definitely, it was.
Because her whole life depended on you.
Correct, correct. You know, it was the weight of just having a child. Period. You know, and then a child with special needs. You know, that put on an extra challenge for me. You know, it was scary because when the doctor was describing to me, and I met her mother. You know, describing spinal bifida and what it took to take care of a child with that and all that stuff. It was scary, man. You know, we also had an opportunity. We had a choice to terminate the pregnancy as well too, but we wouldn't have to worry about it at all. Go back to our normal.
And you
lives.
chose not to do it.
I chose not to.
God bless you for that, man.
God bless you.
Most definitely. You know, you just never know. I do feel that every child deserves to live and have. You just never know, man. I think about it all the time till to this day. As I see my daughter grow, I think about if we would have not made that decision.
Can't imagine life without her, right?
Without any of them. You know, that's what motivates me. That's what keeps me going. My children, because I'm building for them. I'm building everything that I have, everything that I own, is for them. I want to build a foundation, a platform so strong that nothing would never tear down. I'm showing my children how to, if you work hard and apply that hard work to it, you can build a kingdom. And right now I'm building a kingdom for them. So I want them to, if something happens to me, whether it's today or years later down, I want them to have something that they can inherit from me.
I love that you're doing this for all the right reasons. All the right reasons. Now, do they? I know they're young, but 1-11, and that they can appreciate it. Do they get to watch you fight when you have a big fight? Do they watch Daddy in the ring?
Oh yeah, most of that. When I'm close, I have a thing about letting my children travel while they're young. It's so much going on in the world.
You're right.
And I'm the one. I'm very protective of my kids. You know, I'm the nicest guy ever outside the ring. Of course, inside the ring, I'm a beast.
But let me
mess with my kids.
Let me tell you something, Champ. Let me tell you something.
All bets are off.
I pity the young man when those little girls do get old enough that has to knock on that door and say, "I want to take you out." Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, you know, I get that a lot too. But you know.
I bet you do.
But I'm one of the cool ones though.
I know. You're like a gentle giant, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't see myself being a street dad at all.
Yeah.
You know,
Are you a pushover?
Never.
Not a pushover?
Nah.
Oh, you just wait.
But you spoil your girls.
I don't spoil them either.
No?
I don't believe in
Okay.
spoiling.
Okay.
A lot of people think I don't believe. I believe in working for what you want.
Where do you get this from? You obviously come from really good stock. There's somebody, I don't know if it's a mom, a dad, a grandma, I don't know who, but there's somebody behind you that did it right.
Well, both my parents was a big influence in my life, but for as working hard, my father, I got to give it all to my father. I was fortunate to have a mother and a father in my life, and I think it's very important for fathers to have that play a role as a father figure in that children's life, no matter what's going on, as far as the mothers are concerned or whatever, because I deal with a lot as well too. You know, I have 4 kids with 3 different women. You know, so and just to try to coordinate, like co-parent with them and stuff like that. You know, it's very important. Of course, we have always problems. We have certain things that we have issues with. But,
Human nature.
Yeah, most definitely. But you have to work it out for the kids' sake.
Amen.
I always tell people, and I always tell myself, that child, they you know, they didn't ask to be here. You know, so.
Yeah.
You got a great outlook, Deontay.
Yeah,
you obviously do. How tall are you?
I'm 6'7".
6'7".
Are your kids going to be tall? Appear that way?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think they're going to be pretty tall. Especially my youngest daughter, Ava. She loved anything that dealing with gymnastics. So she's a gymnast herself.
You're going to be an athlete, Simone.
Oh my goodness.
How old is she, you said?
She's 5.
5.
And she teaches us, like, before, I think what picked it up because her older sister, we used to put them in different programs and stuff like that, gymnastics and stuff. And she hasn't been in classes ever since her older sister. But her older sister now, you know, her mother put her back in there and stuff like that. But Ava, like, she just out of nowhere just start, you know, picking up things.
Oh yeah.
You got the internet now, and the kids, you know, they smart.
She's
just naturally blessed with athleticism. Absolutely, that's cool.
Daddy, watch this. I'll come and visit them.
Daddy, watch this.
And the things that she do is amazing. With she be in her bag and be able to flip over. She come from with. How do you do that?
She may be Olympics bound like you were in 2008, man.
Man, that's what I tell her. You can go to the Olympics.
Do anything she wants.
But you know, the only issue is I think she's going to be tall. She's going to be real tall.
Well, now let's go from the very sweet, very gentle father figure, Deontay Wilder, to that beast you referenced a minute ago. How many people have you knocked out in your career?
I've knocked out 36 of my 37.
You've had 37 fights and you've knocked out 36.
Right.
What does it feel like to knock somebody out?
It feels wonderful.
I can think of a few people I'd like to knock out. They will remain nameless, but I don't have the ability. Now, honestly, when it happens, do you know it's about to happen, or is it a surprise to you?
It's a surprise to me as well, too. You know, I try to perfect everything I do in there. I definitely, you know, I train hard to do what I do. You know, because this is a dangerous sport. People don't understand how dangerous boxing is. The only thing I'm not for sure about when it comes to boxing is whether I'm gonna leave like I came in the ring. You know, many times we come with full health, but
well, you know all too well.
Yeah, most definitely. After the fight, we don't know if we're gonna leave that ring as we came in. You know, it's been many times where it's been a couple of occasions where fighters have died in the ring.
Now let me ask you, this is going to combine father and father figure and beast. I'm going to be the devil's advocate here for just a minute. And this is probably something you've heard a million times. What do you say to people who go, well look, you're a responsible father, but why would you risk that? And you got these 4 little kids that something horrible could happen to you.
Right.
Do you think about, I know you think about it.
Of course I think about it, and with come with that is just like, man, I didn't chose this, man.
I see.
Even though I walked into the ring and I decided to fight, but when I say I didn't choose this, what I mean by it is that God blessed me with a God-given talent, man.
Yep, absolutely.
Because I've been living here all my life. You know, going on 31 years. Come October, and
31.
for sure.
What day in October?
The 22nd.
I'm the 21st.
Really?
We have so much in common.
Oh my goodness. He's 6'7" too.
I mean, he's a good man. That's
Why?
a Libra.
We're Libras, man. We're fair and balanced.
We're like a Libra.
We're fair and balanced. So let's talk about you now and how dangerous it is. You're in the ring, and obviously you've had some injuries. Everybody wants to know two things: how are you healing? How's Deontay doing? And when will the next fight be?
Right, I'm healing well. I've came a long way in healing process with therapy and stuff. Well, I got a long way to go as well.
Is it frustrating for you, man? Are you impatient with that? Because you want to be fixed instantly, don't you?
You know,
What's been the worst part of it?
just the pain, I wouldn't even say the pain because, you know, I got a high tolerance in pain.
You have to.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got a high tolerance, you know, for a person to break his hand and then the next round to tear his bicep and still fight 4 more rounds.
So that's true.
Like
You
that.
fought 4 rounds with a broken hand.
And torn bicep.
Did you know that your hand was broken?
I was going to ask that.
Immediately.
Right away you knew?
Because this is the 3rd time it happened. And
Wow.
On the same hand?
On the same hand.
Oh,
The second time that it happened, it was all my fault because I rushed back into it too early.
I see, okay.
I had the mentality like, if I can punch, then, you know, if it don't hurt severely that I can't stand it, I'm back in. You just had an itch, you just be ready to get back into training, ready to get back to lights and cameras and perform for your fans and stuff, and I rushed too early. But this time around, I'm taking my time.
You're doing it right.
Oh my goodness, I'm doing it right because it wasn't properly healed. You know, it wasn't properly healed. I didn't get it right, but this time I don't have no choice. And
What are you looking at though in terms of getting back?
we're looking at maybe in July.
July.
I mean, not July. I'm sorry. I keep saying July. I've been having a lot of interviews about that stuff, but we're looking at January.
Okay.
Of next year. January of next year. Maybe the end part of January.
Do you have any idea who and where?
Not yet. Our strategy is to go after the other titles. Of those that don't know who I am, I'm the WBC heavyweight champion of the world.
Yes, you are.
The WBC,
Since 2015, right?
correct. I have the most well-known, most prestigious belt in all of boxing. But I do want to unify the division. I want them all. You know, when it comes to these belts, you know, I get kind of greedy with it. So I want it all. I want it.
It's good motivation, man.
The last one to unify the division was Lennox Lewis. So
Who's your favorite fighter?
my favorite all time is Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Right behind there is Tommy Hearns.
How cool was it to wear a uniform or the jersey that you wore, you know, in honoring Muhammad Ali in your last fight? That was really special. Was that like pretty cool for you as well?
Yeah, most definitely. Actually, when I saw it made and it was done, it brought chills to me. It was like, you know, I have one of my all-time legends, or one of the all-time greats that I truly adore and admire, and you know, and I'm dedicating this fight, you know, and I got memorabilia on me of Muhammad Ali, and it meant a lot to me. I knew for that night, no matter what, I could have broke this arm and my leg, you know.
You're still gonna fight.
I still was gonna fight.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was really cool.
We're talking to Deontay Wilder, the champ, the bronze bomber. We're going to take a break and come right back,
Okay, cool.
Deontay, and I want you to think about this over the break. I want you to come back and tell us what's the wimpiest, girliest thing you do. Like me, and I know this is going to shock you, I love the Lifetime Network for women.
Yeah.
I mean, a masculine guy like me, you wouldn't expect that, would you?
Not at all.
You're a good man, Deontay. The girliest thing, and then we're going to talk about what you drove over here in. I
Okay.
can't believe a 6'7" guy can fit in a Ford Fiesta. That just Blows me away. More with Deontay Lauder coming up in just a minute. Steve Shannon Morning Show with Simone Eli. He's not looking at me mean, is he? Okay, fine. 95.3 The Bear.